Foods to avoid with acid reflux. Acid reflux diet. Acid reflux is a common problem faced by lots of people. However, acid reflux is not a very pleasant condition. In simple terms, acid reflux occurs when your stomach acid flows back into your esophagus, the tube connecting your stomach and mouth. Stomach acid is needed to digest the food particles which have traveled down your esophagus after eating a meal. However, when this stomach acid flows back into the esophagus, it is then known as acid reflux or also heartburn. Since the feeling is not a pleasant one, let's take a look at some of the foods you should avoid in order to prevent or reduce the incidence of acid reflux. If you experience acid reflux, steer clear of foods high in salt, fat, and spices for a while. These can be fast foods such as pizza, cheese, potato chips, and other processed snacks. These foods have high amounts of sodium in them, that is, salt added to them, and this can worsen your acid reflux. Another thing you can do is try to add little salt to the foods you make in your kitchen. This will not only help to prevent or reduce the incidence of acid reflux, but it will also help to lower your blood pressure. The next foods you should avoid are foods that are high in fat. These can be bacon, sausages, fried foods, and fast foods. This is because the more fat in your meal, the longer the food is going to stay in your stomach and more stomach acid is going to be produced. So, if you eat low-fat foods such as meat, chicken, and fish, with the skin removed because the skin contains the most fat, this will ensure that because of the low-fat content in the foods, less stomach acid will be produced and it will not have the tendency to flow back to your esophagus to cause acid reflux and you will not get that burning sensation. Other low-fat foods are bread, cereals, and grain products, so try to include these more in your diet to help alleviate the burning sensation you might feel because of acid reflux. Next, you should try to stay away from spicy foods for some time. You should probably avoid food items such as chili and pepper. This is because spicy foods contain capsaicin in them. Capsaicin causes food to sit longer in your stomach, and this in turn will stimulate the production of more stomach acid. Another good reason to stay away from spicy foods during this time is that spicy foods can irritate your esophagus, and this irritation can worsen the feeling of discomfort you might experience because of acid reflux. If you have acid reflux, you should also avoid carbonated beverages and instead opt for plain water. Well, put simply, carbonated beverages are acidic and they might cause the acid in your stomach to bubble up to your throat, and this again will only worsen the discomfort or burning sensation resulting from acid reflux. Other foods to avoid if you have acid reflux are chocolates and peppermint. You should avoid chocolates because the cocoa powder contained in chocolates is acidic and this can worsen the feeling of discomfort from acid reflux. Also, eating chocolates causes serotonin to be released in your body, and serotonin, the happiness hormone, will cause the muscle between your stomach and esophagus to relax. If you have acid reflux, then this will not be good for you, as when this muscle called the sphincter relaxes, some of the stomach acid can escape into your esophagus and you might experience a burning sensation. Peppermints are to be avoided because just like the serotonin released from eating chocolates, peppermint can cause the sphincter between your stomach and esophagus to relax, and this can allow stomach acid to flow back into your esophagus to give you that horrible feeling of discomfort which results from acid reflux. Other foods that you will have to stay away from are tomato-based sauces such as spaghetti sauce and ketchup. This is because tomato-based sauces are highly acidic, and again, this can cause heartburn. Also, since these food items are already very acidic, they can increase the acidity in your stomach, and if this acid flows back into your esophagus, it will give you a bad burning sensation. Another important thing that you need to take care of is that you do not consume alcohol if you experience acid reflux. Alcohol is a depressant. It will relax you and thus your muscles will be relaxed too. So the sphincter, the muscle between your stomach and esophagus, will also relax and will easily allow stomach acid to flow back into your esophagus, and it will not be very pleasant. So remember, no alcohol if you get acid reflux. Now, I understand that it can be tough to remove all these food items at once, but remember that you do not have to completely remove them from your diet. Moderation is key here, and it should work well for you if you eat these foods only from time to time. Another thing you need to be aware of is that getting acid reflux occasionally is not a problem. But if you experience acid reflux several times a week, then it is because you have gastroesophageal reflux disease, or GERD. GERD is just acid reflux, but it occurs more often and it is more damaging than the occasional acid reflux. So if you feel that your acid reflux is getting worse, or you get acid reflux several times in a week, Then, make sure to visit a doctor and explain your condition, and then the doctor will perform some tests and then inform you if indeed it is just the occasional acid reflux or GERD. However, a potent remedy I can tell you to help with acid reflux is sipping on ginger tea. Ginger has medicinal properties and is alkaline in nature, and so it will help to neutralize your stomach acid and will also aid in digestion and help to ease some of the discomfort when you experience heartburn. Until next time, take care!